There's a moment in every business owner's journey where you realize you're not just in the way, you are the way. Your team is stalled, the projects are waiting, and everything has to pass through you. Not because you want control, but because the business was built around you. And now, well, you're the bottleneck. This week, we've been looking at how leaders accidentally become the constraint, and more importantly, how to escape that trap. In this week's content, we covered Confessions of a Business Owner on Monday. This is the hidden cost of founder syndrome, a pattern of not letting go. Sure, you're helpful, but it's hurting the business. Straight to the point on Tuesday, where business isn't a strategy, systems are. On Wednesday's podcast, we unpacked how false urgency spreads inside teams and how real leadership is about creating calm, clear decision-making environments. And yesterday, On the Move, our new series, The Illusion of Involvement, how staying in the weeds masks a lack of operational depth. Now, each piece shared a different angle, but they all painted to the same core idea. You're too valuable to be the bottleneck. So what do you do? Well, let's look at this from strategic leadership insight. Being the bottleneck isn't always about ego. Often it's habit, legacy thinking, a team that was built to follow instead of own. But here's what's easy to miss. Alignment is the KPI. You can measure outputs, velocity, and backlog all you want. The real signal of scale is this. Is your team aligned in how they think, decide, and act without you? And as a bonus insight sparked by a post from a fellow entrepreneur, you are the brand. Complexity kills connection. Clarity scales it. See, most owners overcomplicate their marketing. Fancy cameras, six-figure ad spends, and a strategic deck that hasn't been opened in weeks. What really works? Pick up your phone, man. Talk like a human. I hear this so often coming from Mike Walker at The Wealthy Consultant. Be human. That's what helps the connection. Say what you actually believe. You're being visible, present, and unscripted is more valuable than most people realize. Because when leaders show up, things really move. Now, in business this week, big change, YouTube tightened its monetization. Wants to get rid of a lot of reused and low-effort content, including AI, to raise content standards. And repurposing content across channels gives you a strategy that risks you getting demonetized. Another one is a new class action lawsuit in California challenging how AI screening tools are being used in employment. The takeaway, AI in hiring is under scrutiny and compliance matters more than ever. There's also a VC pullback. Venture capital deals a hit into a new low this quarter, with investors shifting toward profitability and operational rigor. A trend that supports our theme, build systems, not hype. And Thread's quiet pivot. Meta is de-emphasizing news and trending content in favor of community building. Audience depth is more valuable than viral reach. Now, my final thought. Bottleneck isn't always obvious. It looks like care and it feels like leadership. But everything waiting on you causes growth to slow down. Instead, start by asking, what decisions can my team own? What processes force alignment before execution? And what am I still holding on to that someone else could handle? Let your systems carry the weight. Let your team step up, because you You're too valuable to be stuck. Your role as a visionary means you have to get out of the weeds and you have to be available to make the hard decisions. Now, coming up next week, we're digging into a new theme: why profit isn't the problem and how it's often the signal. We'll unpack that starting Monday with Confessions of a Business Owner. Have a great Labor Day weekend. I'll be working on that video, and I'll see you then. Enjoy your time off. Have a great day.